What's going on, Game Master, and welcome back to some more Dragonstone 3D Return to the Lair. Where in the last episode, we made it to the lava domain and learned all about how to use the dragon scale. And in this episode, we are going to be entering a brand new area because this is our new hub world. These are the dark caverns, which we explored a little bit at the end of the last episode. And this is going to be our new hub world for the next, I think, 3 sections. Because there's, 1, 2, so 1, 2. For the next 3 sections, this will be our hub world. So it's definitely not as glamorous as the past two, that being the castle depths and the impossible room, but, you know, it works for what it's meant to be. So, first things first, you want to go through this door right here, because this is going to take us to the next section, which is all about the smithies. So, let's go.
Smithee statues are immune to all but fire.
Thanks for that little tip there, Daphne. So, you heard her best. These smithies, the only way you can take them down is with fire, which, as I'm sure you are aware, we don't have that. We have the flame arrows, which we're going to be using in a second, but we don't have fire built into any weapons. Yet, at least. But we'll be able to take care of that soon enough. First things first, after you receive that message and you gather the health from the corner over there, hit the switch and run back. 2 dragonlings are going to pop up, so we're going to use our crossbow, as we mentioned previously, to shoot these guys down with the flame arrows. And my crosshair wasn't showing up for a second for some reason. Once you do that, gather anything that they may drop, and then return to the center of this little light spot on the ground right here. This is very deliberately placed so that you know exactly where to stand when you shoot out this eye. In fact, I'm going to make sure I'm pretty safe. You want to be around towards the center, because what's going to happen is when you shoot this eye, the wall is going to come crashing down, and the only safe place to stand is going to be where that circle lands, which is just about where this light source is. And yes, it is entirely possible to die in that section. And for some reason, the barrel regenerated over here, but I'll take the free flame arrows. Okay, welcome to the Smithee Forge. This is also going to be a hub world.
Magical fire. Shield weapon. Maybe you can use it on your sword.
Call it a hub world within a hub world if you want. Although this isn't the main hub part. The main hub part is up there. To get up there, however, we gotta do some stuff first. First off, run over here and hit this stick right here to free that up for a later activity. And then there's gonna be fire right here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna hit the switch. That opens the way forth. And then the smithy comes to life. So immediately run over to the fire in which he just came off of. Grab the fire, run over to him, and attack. Okay, I failed that miserably. But basically you want to light your sword up with fire and then run at him. It should take 2 fire-filled sword shots to take him down. And once you do that, the smithy will be down. You cannot attack the smithy with anything other than a fire-filled sword. And yes, it is a little bit inconvenient to have to continually attack one of these fire pits in order to do that. But don't worry, we'll change that in a bit. But for now, what you want to do is run in here and start attacking the enemies. There's going to be 2 knights in here, and we are going to take them both out because we don't want to have to deal with this next puzzle with enemies in here, similar to the Lizard King. So once you clear those out, 2 dragons are going to drop from the ceiling. Take out your crossbow and take those guys out. And then once you do that, you will be clear to complete the next activity. There is still a smithy over there, but he's not a big of a threat to us. So come over to this fire pit right here, attack it, and then run back towards the door. And the first thing you want to do is ignore the 3 flames on the left and just run straight for this fire pit. Now we have a source that's in this room, and you'll see we had just enough time to make it in here before the time on the sword ran out. So grab this, attack the smithy, grab this, attack the smithy, and he's done. Now that we have the fire source in here, we can light up these 3 torches right here. Count them 1, count them 2, and count them 3. And now the switch and now we can access the switch over here. Alright, so now what we can do is climb to the top of this ladder right here and proceed on. But before we do that, actually, we are going to equip our dragon wing like so. And then leap out, turn to the right, and glide over. There's a tiny little ledge over there that has a treasure on it. Or, I mean, technically I'll call it treasure. There's a bag of gold treasure, whatever. It's a crown over here that we're getting, so we're gonna drop off here, grab the crown, and to not waste the dragon wing energy mana to get back, we're just gonna roll on to a stop on the ground, and then run on back to climb up the ladder. I don't remember how many treasures there are, but there's a lot in this room. There's 6 in this room. We have 1. There's 1 diamond, 2 goblets, and 2 treasures. We're gonna get a lot of them up ahead, so stay tuned for that. Right on the other side of the store, we're trapped in a cage. How do we get out of the cage? Well, we run over here to the switch, hit it. And all of a sudden, everything swings into motion. That activates and the cage rises. So these are the 2 bags of gold I mentioned earlier. This is 1 of 2 goblets that's resting over here on this ledge. So we can grab that. And then glide on back over here to the main platform. There's going to be, I believe, a diamond over here on this. Yeah. Oh no, there's the other goblet over here. I'll just drop down and grab that really quickly if I can. Got it. And I don't think, yeah, I can't. Oh wait, no, can I? Wait, no, I can't get back up from there. And now for the last treasure in this room, which is a diamond, we're gonna run along to this right here, drop off with the wing until we just about hit our head on the ceiling, and then glide over here to grab the diamond, which is resting on this ledge right here next to the door. And then once you do that, that will be all treasures in this room collected. There's certainly a lot of very, very hidden treasures in this room, and I've just showed you how to get all of them. Once you've collected all the treasures in the room, there's really only one way for you to go, and it's to the left. Because you'd think this is the way you're meant to go, just due to the overall design of the door, but we need a key to do so. So we can't do that just yet. So instead, we're going to go to the left. Step 1, once you spawn into this room, is run over here and kill the golden knight, with a mace, because he can cause big problems if you don't take him out straight away. So we'll do that really quickly, and now that he's gone, we can actually get to work. So grab the flame arrows out of those barrels right here, jump up here to grab the mana potion and the health potion all the way over here, if I can reach it. There we go. Is there anything in these barrels? Yeah, there's health in these barrels, so that's good. And I think I'm going to use one of our... I think what we're going to do is we're going to use the Dragon's Beard to heal the rest of our health. Maybe a little bit more, I guess. There we go. And now I'm going to use a mana potion to refill our mana, because we never seem to use these. Ever. There we are, that should be good enough for now. And then once the room is clear, hit the switch right here to break open the wall. And there's going to be 2 dragonlings that pop up, so we're going to need to take care of both of these straight away with our flame, or with our crossbow, and then once they're taken out, we are clear to move forward. So through here, there's going to be some Giddy Goons. They look red and scary, but they're not any different from the regular Giddy Goons we've fought before. They just meant to give this area of the game a fresh look, I guess. Once you clear this out, I'm just going to somersault on here because it looks cooler because of the angle that the camera is at, but you don't really have to do that. Now in this room there are going to be 4 smithies. The first thing you want to do is take out your sword, run to the center of the room, light it on fire, and then attack the smithy that's going to be directly behind you. And then rinse and repeat for the rest of these smithies again and again until, what is going on here? There we go. Until they're all cleared out. Because the door does not open until all the smithies are clear, right? The door doesn't open until, the door doesn't open until all the smithies are cleared out. So you got to do that before proceeding. And even once we do that, there is still one thing that I want to or a few things that I want to collect in this room before moving on. So once all smithies are cleared out, take out your crossbow, take out the flame arrows, and light all of these furnaces right here. You'll see that one's lit over there, which is a clue as to what you have to do. So we're going to light this one, and we are going to light this one. I said we're going to light this one. There we are. The door's going to open, and there's going to be a mana container inside of this one, so we'll grab that. And there's also going to be 2 diamonds and a goblet in here, so we'll grab those. And I think those are all the treasures in the level, right? Yes, those are all the treasures in the level. So we are clear. Now we are able to proceed. Let's just grab some health in here if you need it. And then move on. There's going to be dragonlings right here. Take you out straight away with our flame arrow. Aim, please help. Thank you. There we are. And there's going to be a Giddy Goon around the corner. There is, so we'll take you out straight away. And those are all the enemies in this room. Now we've encountered the final chase sequence, which I'm sure for many of you, if you've played the arcade version at least, looks very familiar. It's the rolling ball sequence, which is much, much more difficult than it was in the arcade version. Once you're ready, move down. What you're going to want to do here is run the opposite direction that the ball's rolling. If it's about to roll to the left, then you want to stick to the right so that you can try to avoid getting hit by it. And if you think you're going to get hit by it, then jump so that you don't stop or lose your momentum. Because that's the real concern. You can get your health back, but you can't. If you hit by one of the balls, you're going to lose a lot of momentum. And then once you get to this pit, go around it. Because what the thing is there is you want to try to go the opposite direction the ball's rolling to try and avoid it, but if you can't avoid it, then jump before you get hit, because if you just get hit without jumping, you're going to lose all of your momentum, and the big ball's going to catch up to you and crush you. But if you jump, you'll take some health damage, sure, but as long as you refilled your health from the last chamber, that shouldn't be a big problem. Because you can regain your health, but if you lose your momentum, and you do that repeatedly, then the big ball can catch up to you. And then once you reach that last pit on the end, you're going to have to run around it in order to avoid it. Step 1, wait for this hammer to rise up completely, then equip the dragon wing and glide out to this platform right over here to grab the treasure. Then once you do that, you can safely glide on back and land on the platform just ahead of it. Then wait for this hammer to rise all the way up and then jump past it. And the same thing with this one, wait for it to rise and jump past it. Very simple section. And once you have control of the camera again, you can move through this door right here. And once you enter this room can be tough. First off, grab the treasure in the very corner of the room, and then I believe no Smithies have come to life yet. In fact, I don't think any Smithies come to life until you light the center yet. So no Smithies are going to come to life until you light this very center of the room. So just know that. But we are going to have to take these guys out. So let's do this, and then take you out very carefully. There we go. And you're going to come to life, so let's equip the fire again, do that. And again, there we go. And then you. Swing and a miss, or not a miss, but a hit. And then, when do the dragonlings start coming? Okay, so, right. In order to open this door, actually, wait, let me check to make sure we have all the treasures first. We do. In order to open this door, we have to light all 3 of these furnaces at the same time. So, in order to do that, we can either use our crossbow or we can use our sword. I always use the sword. So what you want to do is get the flame sword, run to one, run to the second one, and then run to the last one, and then run for the exit. Do it in that order, and you should be able to make it through. Welcome to the Smithee Maze. You have exactly 3 minutes to make it to the end of this room, which means you can't worry about things like this dragonling right around the corner. So completely ignore that, run straight past it, and then once you turn this corner, somersault under it so that you don't get hit by the little beam that's going to come out of the wall. And then don't go to the right here, go straight ahead. There's going to be a wall right here that you can pass straight through. Grab what you can, including this goblet right here. In fact, actually, how many treasures are there? Just to refresh my memory. We have a crown, a diamond, and a goblet. And I know where all of those are. Just wanted to make sure I wasn't missing one. Okay. So then once you make it to the end of the section, you can equip the dragon wing if you want, but you can pretty much easily make that jump. But, you know, it's there to catch yourself if you feel like you need it. Then turn right here, and there's going to be platforms around here for us to glide between. Again, ignore the dragonling. You really can't be wasting your time with enemies like this until you make it onto this platform right here. So hover over this platform right here because you're going to be moving anyway, and then take out the dragonling if you want, because it can get annoying at times. Then glide over to this platform right here. Grab on like so, jump over here, equip the dragon eye if you need to, and jump into this section right here. Grab the goblet right here, wait for this to pass through, run around here, take out the dragon wing and glide to this rope like so. And then what you want to do is you want to turn around and glide to the top of this green block right here. Wait for it to completely retract into the wall, then wait for it to come out again and grab on to grab the diamond, and then glide back over to the rope. If you get pushed out, that's even better because it gets you even closer to this chain right here. I don't know why I call it a rope. They have the same functionality, though, that's probably why. Once you land safely, you can take off your dragon wing and proceed forward with the level Naturally, don't turn left. That's the way you come out if you didn't go this way. And then here, you're going to have to stop your progress for a little bit, and then turn on your dragon scale, jump into the fire, turn to the left, jump to this platform right here, grab the crown, jump back to the fire, and then jump back to the platform to continue along your way. What you can also do is go along the left path to use the dragon wing to glide around, because that's technically the safer route, but it also takes longer, and because we don't really have time to be messing around with here, I prefer to do that because the jumps aren't that hard to make. But you can do either one if you don't feel comfortable risking risking the fire. Anyway, the smithy is going to come to life. Again, ignore it. Keep your dragon skill on for now because you're going to have to run through this fire. As soon as you get to the other side, however, you're going to want to equip your dragon wing and glide across the gap. Then land on this platform right here. And then immediately switch to the dragon skill to run through like so. And actually, wait, let me check. Yep, that's all treasures collected. Roll underneath this beam right here and then stick to the left like so. And then once you make it past here, we're going to stop right here because this dragon wing actually is going to get on my nerves a little bit. Unless I don't have the time. There we go. Shoot it. And then roll under this right here, because that's also going to come... Oh, is it not going to come out of the wall? Usually that comes out of the wall. Okay. Shoot this down, because we have the time for that. And then get your dragon ring ready. Wing ready. The reason why you take out that dragon ring is because this time, there's just enough time for you to glide over to this end platform right here. And if that dragon ring is still alive, it can catch up to you and knock you straight out of the air. And that's not time we can afford. And look at that. We made it to the end with just enough time to spare. It's very, very quick things you have to do there in order to not fall into the lava, not fall into the traps, and get all the treasures. But obviously, you can tell I've had some practice with this. So follow what I do and you should be able to make it through. It may take you a couple of attempts because, Lord knows I tried this for eons before I finally figured it out. But with these tips, it should at least make things a little bit easier for you. And now we can head back to the hub within a hub, the Smithee Forge. Welcome back to the Smithee Forge. Now it's time to go to that middle door from before and use the key to open it up. Time to fight a boss. Don't worry about the health or mana you lost last time because there's going to be plenty of that in these barrels right here. Now it's time to fight the Master Smithy. Open up the doors and run into his chamber. If you've played the arcade, you know what's coming. Take out your sword and block the items as they come toward you, except for the anvil. The anvil can actually do some damage. Block both of these things, and then once you do that, the flames will dissipate.
The smithy's flame is too low. Try to fan it somehow.
Thanks for your little tip there, Daphne. Alright, so step onto this right here to fan the fire. And then as soon as you touch this fire, the Master Smithy will come to life. So touch it. Do not go for him. Go for the corner in the back of the room. And then you can attack him. One's hit and he will freeze up, so you gotta do the whole blocky thing again and again, and that was a failure on my part. Wow. Okay. The other thing too is you have to jump whenever he does his little axe attack, because if you don't, you're gonna be stunned on the ground. Just be wary of that. And you just gotta keep doing this over and over again. It's not a particularly hard boss battle, you just gotta know what to expect. It's easier, of course, if you play the arcade version because you know what to expect when it comes to these things, and how the anvil can actually do some damage. Although I imagine that most people who are playing this game have played the arcade version at some point in their life. So just keep doing this over. Did I miss him? I think I may have missed him. I think I may be actually garbage. Okay. That's not something I expected to happen. Jump over him. Grab the fire. Attack. Rinse and repeat until he is done. And just the thing you gotta really watch out for is his axe attack that he does every time he spawns back in. You have to jump up so that you do not get stunned on the ground. You saw that I actually did it earlier. And when you look at that, we've already taken him out. Now, while I said that this is a particularly easy boss battle, it's not even a little bit easy if you don't like this fire pit in the corner of the room. Because here you can kind of trap him into this area, but if you have to keep continually running back to get fire over here, that's not an efficient system, and it's probably going to take a lot longer. Once you take him out, we can head to this store to collect the final essence of the game, the Dragon Flame.
The dragon's flame. Now you can add magical fire to your sword.
Aha! You thought we were going to be using these other two doors. Aha! You were tricked. We have a wall that has opened up for the next episode. And also, now that we have the Dragon Flame, should make dealing with Smithies a lot easier. Anyway, that's going to do for this episode of Dragonstone 3D Return to the Lair. So, I would like to thank you all for watching. See you for the next episode. And it's then, it's been a Game After 13. Signing off saying, hope you have a good day. And I'll catch you next time for some more Dragonstone 3D Return to the Lair. Goodbye!